Good morning. I am Day. DAA are my initials. Walk with me on the recovery journey of hope, renewal, resilience, and self reflection. As you listen to these daily affirmations, reflections, devotions, and meditations, think of how you can intentionally apply them to your own wellness and recovery journey. And please feel free to share, like, and subscribe. Fair Use Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. April 4th. Crying for the Moon. This very real feeling of inferiority is magnified by his childish sensitivity, and it is this state of affairs which generates in him that insatiable, abnormal craving for self-approval and success in the eyes of the world. Still a child, he cries for the moon, and the moon, it seems, won't have him. The Language of the Heart, page 102. While drinking, I seemed to vacillate between feeling totally invisible and believing I was the center of the universe. Searching for that elusive balance between the two has become a major part of my recovery. The moon I constantly cried for is, in sobriety, rarely full. It shows me instead its many other phases, and there are lessons in them all. True learning has often followed an eclipse, a time of darkness, but with each cycle of my recovery, the light grows stronger and my vision is clearer. Courage to Change, One Day at a Time in Al Anon. April 4th. I used to love the stillness of early morning, but over years of living with an alcoholic, I stopped noticing it. Instead, I woke up the same way I went to sleep, frantic. Before I was out of bed, I already had a long list of crises that needed my attention. So no matter how early I got up, I was already late. Sometimes I was so overwhelmed I couldn't get up at all. My life has changed. I heard someone in Al Anon say that when they open their eyes in the morning, they also open their ears. Now, as I awaken, I listen for the birds. I choose not to review my plans for the day until I've had my breakfast. I prefer to take time to appreciate my favorite part of the day. Al Anon is helping me to clear my mind of my burdens so that I am able to enjoy the wonder of the moment. I am beginning to enjoy a childlike awe about the splendor of nature, to see the beauty all around me, to let my face break into a smile spontaneously, to laugh, to love, to live again. Today I can say, "Good morning, God," instead of, "Good God, it's morning." Today's reminder. Today I'll be keenly aware of my senses. I will think about what I'm experiencing at this moment. I won't let the beauty of this day slip by unnoticed. There is a quote: "Real generosity toward the future consists in giving all to what is present," by Albert Camus. Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts, April 4th. Guarding our recovery. Remember that we are ultimately responsible for our recovery and our decisions. Basic text, page 103. Most of us will face choices that challenge our recovery. If we find ourselves in extreme physical pain, for example, We will have to decide whether or not we will take medication. We will have to be very honest with ourselves about the severity of our pain, honest with our doctor about our addiction and our recovery, and honest with our sponsor. In the end, however, the decision is ours, for we are the ones who must live with the consequences. Another common challenge is the choice of attending a party where alcohol will be served. Again, we should consider our own spiritual state. If someone who supports our recovery can attend the event with us, so much the better. However, if we don't feel up to such a challenge, we should probably decline the invitation. Today, we know that preserving our recovery is more important than saving face. All such decisions are tough ones, requiring not only your careful consideration, but the guidance of our sponsor and complete surrender to a higher power. Using all of these resources, we make the best decision we can. Ultimately, however, the decision is ours. Today, we are responsible for our own recovery. Just for today, when faced with a decision that may challenge my recovery, I will consult all the resources at my disposal before I make a choice. Today, Emotions Anonymous, April 4th. Reflection for today. Often we do not risk asking for something we want or need. We do not like being open about what is really important and possibly feeling rejected. If someone says no, it hurts. It may feel like rejection. It may be necessary to think differently about our response to someone who says no. That person may not be rejecting us after all, but is simply unable to give what we are asking. I will think of several things I want and risk asking for them. I will be aware that if the person cannot give what I ask, it does not mean I am unworthy of my request. Meditation for today. God, remind me if I ask for 10 things and receive only 2, I have at least gained something. Today I will remember, risk nothing, gain nothing. Strengthening my recovery, meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. April 4th. Critical parent. Judging ourselves harshly for mistakes is the critical parent. BRB, Big Red Book, page 307. The criticism we heard growing up, whether it was from our parents, teachers, or others, even other children, became so internalized that we learned to let it define us. This wasn't a conscious decision. It's something that happened gradually. As adults, we carry these shaming messages with us in the form of our own personal, inner critical parent. This is why we continue to beat ourselves up when we miss the nuance of a situation or make even the smallest error in judgment. These mistakes might be as simple as walking out the door in front of someone and accidentally cutting them off. Or maybe we're having trouble following a conversation. Our critical inner parent jumps right in with, "How could you be so stupid?" or "What's wrong with you?" When we allow this voice to rule our thoughts, we can second guess almost everything we do. As we learn in ACA to silence that critical voice, we replace those messages with more loving thoughts that tell us we haven't done anything wrong. We're okay. If we accidentally cut someone off, we apologize and move on. And we realize there could be many reasons why we're not following what someone is saying. Maybe they aren't painting a complete picture. so we can ask them to explain or rephrase. Our new responses show strength and they empower us. The affirmation reads, "On this day, I will practice silencing my critical parent and affirm for myself that I am human and it's okay to be imperfect." I am so grateful. I am grateful for wellness and I am grateful for recovery. I am grateful for you that are listening and walking this journey with me. Please subscribe, like, and share with others. And most of all, be the you that you are created to be, one day at a time.